So in this video, let's talk about how to follow up after an agency sales call to get the close. Right now, what you're currently doing is probably just texting the prospect, just a bump on this, where should we go from here? And then another alternative is, did we want to get this thing up and running as well? Trust me, I've been there. I've done the exact same thing with like you're constantly pestering a lead to actually pay the invoice. And if you didn't collect the payment on the first call, you're kind of just begging the lead to hop on a follow-up call or also begging the lead to just pay the Stripe. And this is a common thing. And the main thing here is let's think of another scenario, right? Imagine asking a girl on a date. You just met her, or let's say it's in your friend group, and you're just asking her on a date. And especially, let's say she's a stranger, she's never met you before, you met her on the street, and then you're asking her for a date. You ask once, she says, maybe, I'll let you know. My week is kind of busy, so I'll let you know. But then imagine you following up and asking every single day for the next 2 months. Chances are she's probably going to get annoyed and she's going to ghost you. So what we have to think is we could think of our prospects in the same way. Now, imagine you have her on Instagram and then you're posting cool stories about your life. You have yourself traveling, you're skydiving, you're going to cigar lounges, whatever you're doing, you're playing sports, you're hanging out with friends, and she's watching those stories, right? So slowly and slowly she's commenting on her stories, she's putting the heart eye emoji, and then one day she asks you to go on that date. The prospects that we talk with are in the same boat. Whenever you're constantly pestering them, they're going to ghost you, they're going to get annoyed, and you're not really adding value to that conversation, and that's why prospects are ghosting you, and that's why you can't schedule your follow-up call. So how can we really combat this? One thing is neediness will kill the sale, whether it's in business, whether it's in dating, whether it's anywhere in life. If you're the needy person and you need to get the sale or you need to get the date, you're going to kill the sale, right? You just have to be very nonchalant about it, and that's how you actually get the sale. So how can we combat all of this? So you need to lead with value in long form content. Just because you had a 30-minute call or a 1-hour call doesn't mean they trust you, automatically just give you 5K upfront. The main thing right now is they know of you and they know what you provide, but they don't know and they don't trust you enough to actually give you the 5K or 10K to actually implement what you're going to do for them. So one thing is, an example of this would be like, hey, we spoke on Wednesday earlier and I created this video on XYZ, and XYZ would be their problem that they mentioned on the call. I created this video on why Angie's List is not the best option to go with in order to actually scale up your company. And then here's why Angie's List doesn't work, so you need to be doing XYZ instead. So that would be another thing. Basically anything in terms of just adding value to your YouTube channel, also adding value to all the things that they listed in the sales call would be very beneficial for that. And what we need to do is basically take a multi-channel approach. So one thing you can do that a lot of people have experimented with, I personally have tried it out and it's pretty effective in terms of like setting up the Facebook pixel on leads that are in pending proposals. So let's say on Go High Level or any other CRM, you have a column that's basically tags all the leads as pending proposals. Whenever you get moved into it, you create a custom audience on Facebook where then you could basically just retarget all those people with short form content or long form content as well. So you should be sending long form YouTube videos that give value. They've had probably 5 or 10 different calls with agencies. They forgot who you are or what you offer. So you constantly need to be at the top of their mind whenever you send out this value. So think of it as the Instagram stories that a date might be viewing your life on, but in this case, it would be on the YouTube long form content and you shooting out as an email. Another thing is this is a one-to-many approach. So on Go High Level or other CRMs, you're able to reach out to all pending proposals pretty easily, right? So you don't have to spend your time creating that custom messaging, anything like that. You could just shoot it out in emails, just constantly keeping them up to date on what you do in terms of like client testimonials, in terms of like what have you changed about the system. And then slowly and slowly, there's been people I've talked to probably a couple months ago, and then I'm constantly shooting out those emails. And then eventually they said, where do I sign up? Right? So you need to be doing this because you already spent the money on the lead if you're currently running Facebook ads or Google ads. So you might as well use that money to your advantage because you already spent the money to get them in the door in the first place. If you like this video, go ahead and hit like, subscribe, and down below I have a school community where it's like-minded people in terms of starting agencies, and on top of that we give you the full blueprint, sales scripts, ads, funnels that we use at our agency and software company to actually scale up to hit that $1 million per month mark. So if you're interested, I attach a link down in the description. You could join the school community. If not, I'll catch you in the next video.